Hi traders, we're looking at trading the beginner strategy on the Euro Yen here, and I just want to show you guys something. I've just been filled in a trade. It just happened very quickly and I couldn't get the recording screen up fast enough, but I want to just run over why I've taken this trade. So just have a look at a daily chart. So we'll do a top-down analysis. What's happened is you see how prices been breaking down. We've got these fractals down, then prices retrace. You see how it's hit this key level of resistance here, okay? And we want to mark out where our key levels of support are on higher time frames. And we've got this level right here. So we've got resistance, support, then it retraces into that resistance area, okay? So if we move to the 4-hour chart, we have price hitting this area. You see the support, then it comes up into this resistance area again, okay? And if you want to fine tune this, you can use the highs as well. So you can see how we have resistance, and then just have a look at the candle action. You see we hit resistance, and now we're starting to break down. So there's signs of some weakness here, okay, in terms of the bulls pushing price up. If you have a look at this area in here, we want to pay attention to areas of support. So we've got this area here. You see these wicks, and here again, there's no right or wrong way when you're drawing your levels of support resistance. You can use bodies or wicks. It's a bit of an art more than anything else, but we've got these areas of support down here that I want to eye out, okay? So let's move over to the 30-minute time frame. And what we have here is, you see our price is breaking down, okay? Fractals or continue breaking down. So the market direction actually went down right up here, then retraced, and then it's broken down again. If you have a look at where the direction would change up, you see this fractal tip right here? That's where the market direction will actually change up. Now, if you have a look at what's happened here again, just using simple support resistance, we've broken down the market directions down. It's then retraced back into this resistance area here, okay? And you can see it's actually used that level, and it's taken a nice move down off from here. So obviously, just we want to note these areas of support here from the 4-hour chart. You see these wicks and then the bodies. Now, if we move to the 5-minute chart, remember, market direction is down. We've got key resistance above us. So we're looking for selling opportunities. And if I go to the 5-minute chart now, what we have here is, you can see price breaking down. It then retraces and it breaks this up fractal. Okay, so that gives you a trade setup. All right. And the entry is on the break of the last down fractal, which comes in right over here. Okay, so the stop loss goes above the fractal, entry goes at a break. Now I'm just going to go to the actual platform here and just show you. Now I've just put the actual trade onto the platform, so you can see the entry was a break of this fractal. The stop is at the tip of this fractal plus the spread. Okay, so it's quite a wide stop on here. It's about 39 pips, 38 pips. However, the volatility on this pair is very high at the moment. Okay, so you need to take note of the higher volatility pairs. They're always going to have larger stops. So either you don't trade it, okay, if your risk is too high, or you drop your size, or if it's part of your trading plan, that's also fine. Okay, and the target, I'm looking down towards the S1 pivot. However, we do have these key areas of support here. So these gray lines mark the key levels from the higher time frames. Now, the target is, you can see here's the S1. I've just added the spread above that plus a couple more. And the target, you can see, is around 60 pips. Okay, so the risk reward on the trade to start with is not too bad. And if I just go to the platform, I'll show you the actual working entry. We're currently 7 pips up at the moment. There was the entry 127.21. That was just a simple break, okay, in line with the beginner strategy rules. Stop loss above the most recent fractal tip, and the take profit 126.60, which is down here. Okay, so obviously I'm eyeing out these levels 1, 2, and obviously if price starts to show signs of bullishness, if we get down there, then I may look at trying to scale something out on the trade. Okay, so we'll just keep an eye on this one. Obviously we've got momentum behind us here, currently 11 pips up. So just having a look here, we've now had this bullish little candle come up. Okay, some take profits. However, we have closed below this key area, which is good for the trade. And let's just have a look at the other time frames here. Here's a 15-minute chart, and we've had a nice push down. So you see our prices retraced, hit this level of resistance, and we've taken a nice leg down. Nice bearish looking candle here on the 15-minute chart. And obviously now we're just playing below this area here. Okay, so really need to see more commitment from the sellers. We may get price coming back up and retesting this level. We just want to see a close. Okay, so if we get price moving back into the range here, we obviously want to see price, if it uses as resistance, we'd like to obviously see it clear through this 127.22, which was the entry. So we just have a look at the 30-minute again, and you can see that area, the level of resistance here that I'm looking for price to hold. Okay, so see the 30-minute, it has closed back below these areas. However, you can see on the left hand side that entry area is also previously held. You can see here resistance, closed above, use it as support, back to support. We've closed briefly below it. However, I'd like to obviously see continued selling pressure. Okay, market direction is obviously still down, so just look if we can get some risk out on the trade now. Expect some retracement after a nice strong move down like this. Okay, that's just the way the market moves. It doesn't move in a straight line continuously, right? You're always going to get these retracements. Just having a quick look at here, you can see prices rallied, it's hit resistance, and you see the rejection candle. So that's obviously a good sign for us. We want to see price stay below this level now in order for the trade to start working. And ideally what I'd like to see is obviously a fractal forming so we can get some risk out on the trade. So we'll just wait and see what the market does. So you can see prices now sort of testing this area of support down here, which obviously is good for the trade. Currently 9 pips, 10 pips up. Really want to see a second candle, this candle currently moving close. It's about 3 minutes to go. If that happens, we can really get some risk out on the trade, which would be very, very nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure this up. So this tip is 127.28. So we can get that to around 127.31 area. So I'm going to bring the platform up 127. 3. Alright, so now we've had the second candle close, so I'm now going to modify this, and in doing that, you can see the stop comes right down. We've now reduced our risk by 29 pips. Okay, so remember overall we had quite a large stop because the market's a lot more volatile than it normally is. So we've reduced that risk by 29 pips. So we now have around 10 pips of risk in the trade, and we've got about 60 potential take profit. However, this is looking a little bit on the bullish side. These rejection wicks here, I really need to see price break down now and close below this range. Okay, so currently ranging at the moment. As long as price stays below 127.22, the trade has got a good chance of moving lower. And obviously if we can get a nice bearish move down below this level, that'll be even better. But at the moment it's looking a little bit on the bullish side. And I'll just show you the 15-minute chart. So you can see we've been breaking down nicely here with price moving so aggressively to the downside. You can see from here to here we've moved about 46 pips on this drop. You're normally going to see some sort of retracement, okay, and we could quite easily see price come up and retest this area of resistance. However, if that happens, we're going to get taken out of this trade. So it's not looking too good at this moment in time. So the 5-minute chart, and you can see it's starting to look a bit bullish here. and we now need to see some sellers, but it's not looking too good. We've got a couple more pips and we're out of this trade. So we're pretty much just playing with the spread now. You can see it's just touched this high here with a variable spread of 3 pips, but this is not looking very good at all. Need to see price close back below this range now. Alright, so there's your candle close. Now you can see they've managed to push price and hold above this level. That's not very good for the trade, and we just about stopped out in here. A couple more pips. So we really need to see this area here. You're likely to see the bulls come in now and use this area as support, okay? Because remember, we have support in here. It's then flips back to resistance. It's then closed above. It's now acting as support. So obviously, ideally for the trade, we'd like it to move to the downside. However, we really need to see price close back below this level, and the likelihood of it reversing now and acting as support is higher. So really watching this candle now, and I'm watching this little base here. Okay, so need to see this candle here close back below this entry area at 127.22, and then hold below this level here. Okay, so the closes are the most important. This is where I would expect the buyers to try and take control and push price back above. However, if the sellers can step back in and close back below this area right here, 127.12 area, that will be very good. So nice bearish candle back below this will be very good for us. So let's wait and see what this candle does. This is sort of a key deciding factor now. Let's show you how the bulls are coming in here and really giving this a good go. Okay, so as expected, this is where I expect the buyers to come in. We have support becoming resistance. Now it's flipped. You see this bullish candle? That's an indication that we've got larger flows coming in. You can see we come right down and finding support here. So this trade is not looking good at all. We've got 1 minute to go now. However, this big wick showing rejection here looks like we're going to move higher, but it's all about the close. Let's see. All right, so we've closed back below this level. It's not a very convincing close, so it's kind of mixed at the moment. Really need to see the sellers come in and move it below this region here, this 127.12 level. So just showing you this, you can see prices using this area of support. Now we've closed back above this area, so bulls in control here, and it looks like we're now going to take taken out. We have this fractal formed, okay, but however, you see it's slightly higher than the last fractal, okay, so there's no need to do anything. You don't move your stop further up. So this is not looking very good at all. You can see that level that we marked off. Prices came right down, found support, managed to push itself back up, and now holding. And now we'll probably see more buyers come in around this region here. This level here, we've had a little bit of commitment. It's not major bullish, but we're not getting that heavy selling pressure that we had earlier on this morning that got us into the market. Okay, so you can see buyers coming in here at support, and the next area where prices like to sort of move up towards is this region here. So just look at the 15-minute chart. See how bullish this big candle is here. Okay, nice bullish looking candle. Prices managed to close on the 15-minute chart above this area of support, and now we're starting to see signs of rejection. This candle closed in about 4 minutes, and with this big wick, the next area that I would expect price to come up to is this area of resistance, and then maybe further up towards where we initially came to retest. Okay, and then in the 30-minute chart, just have a look there. You can see market direction is down, right, and we've now managed to close. You see this hammer? That's also a very bullish sign. Managed to close back above this area of support. So very good for the bulls, not good for the bears, and not good for our trade. So it looks like we are done on this trade just about, but let's wait and see. Remember, all you need is someone to hit the button somewhere at some large fund or bank, and that will push price one or the other. But just looking at the actual dealing structure here, it's not looking good at all. Okay, and there's your pop-up now. As I thought, you can see that level again, hold the support. You see this bullish candle, price just closed above the range, comes back, uses this level as support. So you see here we have support, comes back, close below, uses it as resistance, close above, use it as support, then we pop up. You can see just finding that daily pivot at the moment. So there's the trade outcome. We lost £1,052 on that trade, which was 10 pips. So we entered at 127.21. We managed to get our stop right down to 127.31. The target was still around the 126.60 level, which was way down here at the daily S1 pivot. Okay, remember we also had the key areas of support from the higher time frames. Just look at the 30-minute chart as a recap. So the market direction was down. We then had 5-minute chart, and we entered short on this break. Price pushed heavily to the downside, and then you can see just normal retracement after a heavy move like this, and you can see price just breaking the up fractals here, stopping us out for just on the sort of 10 pip mark. So that was the beginner strategy for the 19th of June